My channel, y'all. Today I got Dream Girl down here at the hangar. She's got water in the gas, and what we're fixing to do was going to kind of tear it down just a little bit, and I need to get to where I can get to the carburetor and hopefully drain the carburetor, put new gas in it, and pump the fuel pump, pump all the water out and get all that stuff good and clean. Another thing too, what I want to do is see about fixing the odometer. I'm fixing to have to glue the grip on that side over there because he's been having problems with that. Anyway, thing is, just got some stuff to do to it, and we fixing to get started on it, and hopefully we can get it finished today. Well, at least that's what we're going to try to do. We just got through pumping some out through the drain on the carburetor, and right now it's showing nothing but almost just pure water. They just a little tiny bit of gas right there, just a little. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. He got a bad dose of water. All right, let me get back to work on it. Okay, well, we're waiting for the battery to charge up some. We're going to spin it over a few more times, and then we're going to close the drain on the carburetor, and we're going to see if we'll get it running. But in the meantime, while we're letting the battery charge up, I went ahead and started messing around with this the speedometer. Now, what I'm fixing to try to do is see if I can get this needle off of there and not break it. For the simple reason is, if this is going to be brittle, that's going to be brittle. And check your speedometer, see how it has a tendency to go back down. So we're going to have to get this thing just as close as possible to zero. Let's see. All right. Yeah, it wants to be a little aggravating here. Let's see. Yep. Okay, this is not wanting to work out just yet, and there's no way that this right here separates. Let me try this. Lay that screw there. Now I know on the Honda you can lift them and turn it, and that way everything okay. Got to definitely be careful. Let's see. No. What I got to do is get in there to the other part. Yeah, I wish there was a cutoff area right here, because all you had to do was turn it and get to it, then done with it. Alright, well, we fixing to have to figure something else out right quick like. We'll be right back. We got the needle out of the way, did not break it, and yeah, it still looks to be in real good shape. Now, remove this, and there's our piece right there. Let's see, get the top off of it. Oh, and two, if we get to where we can't use this piece, that's okay. I got a calculator, I got some more. And you can, you know, like Dollar General or something like that, $5.75. All right, let's see, and get back to this. All right, I'll lay that there. Let's see. Got a little lock there. Let me grab this little flathead. Yeah, this wants to be just a little aggravating. Okay. Get this to unstick. Well, I'm trying to work it out of there, y'all. Okay. Well, just keep pushing it right back on in there. Okay, there's that piece. Now, wonder if that's on the inside. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get all that off of there. Because this, yeah, it looks like it's underneath. Yep, right there is underneath. Okay, well, I'm gonna see what I can do about getting that off and out of the way. And then I'll come back and get started with this piece right here and cutting it and be getting it to where it'll fit. Okay, be right back. Okay, I went ahead and ended up having to use my larger piece to go on in here because this right here was not quite long enough. This is some of the stuff that was in there, and I had a hard time getting that out. And once I got everything out, I had a hard time getting the other one to go back in. And it's like, dadgum. But anyway, I got the speedometer back like it was. That took a little time to get it to where, because when I first started putting it back together, I noticed the speedometer wanted to go up. And it's like, okay. So turn it down and push it in just a little. You line your two screws back up, and then you lift your needle and see if it goes down back to where it was. Yeah, it took a little time that time, but it's right there against that little needle. Let's see. Well, it was. There it goes. think what I was doing was lifting it just a little bit too much. But at least one thing about it, yeah, you can definitely see it's back on that pin. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this thing back together. So I need to get this seal off of there. If it'll come. If it don't, I'll just go ahead and see. Yeah, let me just see if it'll line up on there like it's supposed to. In them slots and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I could not get the inside of that clean, because it was, I tried my best to get in there to it, and there just ain't no getting in there to it to get it clean, you know, super clean. But I got it the best I could. I ended up taking my pocket knife and getting in there to it. That's the only way I could do it. This is from just, you know, letting everything set out in the direct sunlight, and everything gets real brittle. Alright, now this piece, this goes in there just like that. Well, if I can get the screw to start straight. Okay, we're back together on that. Alright, now I reckon it's time to get started back on this, because the battery should be charged up good enough. So fix and get started back on this and see if we can't get it going. Okay, we got it running. We're gonna drain the bowl one more time. Then we fixing to clean the gas tank, and we should be able to put everything back together. Let's go ahead and switch it off. Pull that off. Alright, we're gonna drain the bowl, then we'll be cleaning the gas tank, and we'll be right back. Alright, well, we got everything, almost all of it put back together except for the seat and all. We got the gas tank on it, we got the full tank. There's something I definitely want to say about the speedometer. When you start to put that needle back on, make sure you plug it in to the wiring, plug it in, get everything set, then put the needle on. Because when I first put the needle on, we plugged it in, it was showing 20 miles per hour. And that's wrong. So what I ended up having to do is pull everything back off, drop that needle some more. And what I should have done was plugged it in, and that way it would have been 0, and all I had to do was put the needle on. I just want to point that out. Now, on this right here, I ain't never run into this kind of a problem. Of course, now this is nothing but the third one that I have done. But eyesight's 20/20 now. The thing is just if you run into that problem, plug it in, then put the needle on. That way you're definitely going to be at 0. I just wanted to point that out right quick like. It was something that I didn't know nothing about, and I got it figured out now. Okay, well, we're going to put this thing back together, and I reckon that'll do it for this video. Because, what we got to do is just put the seat on it. We got all the water out of the system. Everything's plugged in, and they just going to run it just a little bit and make sure he don't have any problems. That way he can get going. All right, well, thank you for watching.